Hello guys, and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'd like to share with you how to learn a river fluency new in 5 steps. So I go straight away to the step number 1, and the step number 1 is to learn the 4 chords which make the song, basically the 4 chords where the song is constructed. Believe me or not, this song is constructed on 4 chords. So the first chord is F sharp minor, the second chord is D major, the third chord is A major, and the fourth chord is E major. If you want a sheet which you can follow, you can download it for free, but just going into the link below. So you can look at there, and you will find diagrams that you can see in the video. But actually, to have actually a finger in front of you is much easier than only look to a video. So learn the chords first in their root position, and then learn the inversions. So as you can see, I was playing the chords, the first root position, the first inversion, the second inversion, then these ones, root position, first inversion, second inversion of A, and root position, first inversion, second inversion of E. So this one is actually help you to memorize the chords and also to memorize their inversions. Right, now we go to the step 2. Let's have a look to the melody line. So the melody line, it goes like that. This one is the introduction. So this one is the first part, right? So how do you start? You put the 5 fingers, these 5 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in this position, in the D position, but instead to put the D position like that, you raise to the G sharp, because as you can see in the PDF that you can download, we are in F sharp minor. I actually suggest you to practice the F sharp minor scale, first with one hand, then the other hand, then hands together, and then with 2 octaves. Trust me, this will help you to learn the song much quicker. So practice the F sharp minor scale. And now let's go back to the melody. So I said that to put the 5 finger position in D, but then but actually to keep the G sharp on it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Okay, so the begin is with finger number 5 and finger number 4 to do 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, and a 1. So basically A, G sharp, A, G sharp, A, G sharp, A, D. And then what you do, you cross with your finger number 3 and you go on to the C sharp, and then you move to the A 5 finger position. The A 5 finger position is A, B, C sharp, D, E. So this one is gonna go 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 1, and then cross to the C sharp, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, and then what you do is a 1, 2 on the G sharp, and this is the only time that you go out of the A 5 finger position, and then you go back to the A, and then you do this little scale. Right? So basically 1, 2, 3, then 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 3, 2. And then you switch back to the F sharp, to the D 5 finger position. Remember always the G sharp. You do the same thing that you have done before, and then but this time, as you have to go like that, I suggest you to do it like that. To cross only with the second finger, then do 1, and then to stretch. And then you got this finger over here, which is a very quickly. I'm gonna show you slowly. So it's a C sharp D, C sharp B, A, G sharp back to the A, very quickly. So just you to practice singularly. First slowly, and then quicker. And then you do the same thing that you have done in this octave into here. And then after that there is the chorus, which you have to stretch basically the right hand like that, because you need this A. So this A is gonna be like a pedal. So the thing is A, G sharp, A. Sorry, let me correct myself. A, B, A, G sharp. Back to the A, and then you play the A one octave below with your thumb. So like that. A, B, A, G sharp, A, and then E with your second finger. So, sorry. Right? So this one is the first part. Now, let's carry on with that. So you basically do it twice. You do the same thing twice, yeah? So the fingering is 4, 5, 4, 3, and then a 4 again, and then a 1, and then a 2, like that. Then the third time that you do A, B, A, G sharp, you switch your thumb onto the A, you go to the A position on this octave, this higher octave. Sorry, let me do that again. So this one is the scale. It's actually part of the A major scale, which is the relative measure of F sharp minor. That's why it works. And you go from A to E, and then you go so basically you go A, B, C sharp, D, E, and then you go C sharp. So you basically jump off the D, B, A, and then you finish on the G sharp. Like that with the second finger. So the whole thing is like that. And you repeat. Yeah, and you repeat a few times, and then I'm gonna show you in the step 5 actually how we're gonna work on this one. So after that, so this one it was the step number 2. Now that we saw the melody, we're gonna work on how we make the melody more rich. So I'm gonna show you the tagger replay technique. So as you could see maybe in the recording that I did, you can see it here somewhere. As you can see in the recording, I was actually doing stuff like that. So what I'm doing here, basically I'm playing the full chord when I'm playing the C sharp, I'm playing the A chord. So this one is E, A, and G sharp. It's a A second inversion. And then I end up with a E chord, and this one is a E root position. So basically, this one, I'm basically tagging the notes with a chord. So basically completing the chord, like that. So that's why I call this one tagger replay technique, because sometimes you can tag the chords. You can tag the melody notes with the chords. So I do that there, and also I think I do it. Stuff like that sometimes. So basically, this one is the replay technique. I suggest you to play to complete the chord basically quieter than the melody note. if you play like, it's not sounding very good. So the dynamics are very important in this technique. So example again. You can do like that if you like, and like that. You can add it if you like. It's not necessary. I just give you the information as you can do it yourself if you like. And then now let's have a look to the left hand. In the left hand, I do two kinds of patterns. So the first pattern is the fifth arpeggio. So this one is the whole left hand, yeah? So it's just F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, A, D, and then A, E, A, B, sorry, E, B, E. So as you can see, I'm just playing the fifth arpeggio, I call them. So this one is the pattern. The thing is, in the original, is actually a little bit more complicated. So it starts like a normal F sharp fifth arpeggio. But then, it's actually doing, in the D, instead of doing a D, A and D, it's doing a D, A and E. So basically you stretch your hand like that. If you can do it, then do it. It's not, again, it's not necessary. It sounds good in both ways. So you can do the normal one, or you can do this one, which is the original. Also in the original, in the A and in the E, it's doing what I call the broken arpeggio. So basically, it's doing A, E, and C sharp in the A part, and then it's doing E, B, and G sharp in the E part. So basically, it's doing the A chord, the A major chord, but it's doing it open. So this one is the open or broken chord arpeggio. So this one is the technique that he's using in the first part. Yeah, and then in the chorus, well, we can call the chorus, it starts with the same thing. So basically you do, sorry, I forgot it. So what I'm doing here, I'm basically doing what I call the chord scrolling. So in the first two, you're doing the same thing that you do in the first part. And then, sorry, afterwards, when you go to the A, you do the stuff like that. This one I call it the chord scroll. So basically you go 1, 5, 1, and then you complete in the chord with the G sharp, E, and then you go backwards. So you go like that. I call this a chord scroll, and you can do it on all the chords. So basically you do fifth chord and then the normal chord afterwards in arpeggio. And then, sorry, I also show you what I'm doing. In the F sharp minor, I'm doing F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, A, and C sharp. And then I'm doing also D, A, D, F sharp, and A in the D part. Right, so the last step then is to put everything together and to decide in what way you like to play. So you decide the structure of the song. So for example, the original song, it starts off like that. And he leave a big space, a big break, and he play it twice. And then I just start start off the song, so basically like that. second part that comes is like this one. And then you do the second part. Then you go back to the first part. I actually repeat the second part a little bit more times, but I'm gonna show you just briefly what I'm doing. Then the second part, the first part, you repeat again. Maybe you go quieter. And then it does the echoes, so stuff like that. So this one is the echoes, and then I suggest you to do this part, which is my favorite. To do it very quiet. Okay, you can watch my version as for me it's very difficult to talk and to play at the same time. It's very very difficult. Sorry, I'm very dumb. So you can watch my version here somewhere, and you can download the PDF, which helps you with the lesson here in the link below, and just subscribe to my channel. I see you with the next tutorial. See you later.